GSU Center for Studies on Africa and its Diaspora, CSAD, held its second annual Read-A-Thon during Black History Month, and GSUTV was on hand to cover the event. The Read-A-Thon was streamed live and included contributions from the United States, the Gambia, Germany, and Colombia. It lasted 6 hours. In honor of Black History Month, the organizers aimed for the Read-A-Thon to be a celebration of books and literature from Africa and the African diaspora. In this vein, they set out to promote literacy and stimulate global cross-cultural connections. The entire event was streamed on Twitch and YouTube, garnering a global audience and engaging millions of viewers in real time with the Read-A-Thon. Host Suzanne Malveaux flew from Washington, D.C. to anchor the show. She hosted guests and experts from around the world, putting them in front of a global audience and providing viewers with unique access to dignitaries who would not be accessible to them otherwise. For the second year in a row, GSU's Creative Media Industries Institute, CMII, served as the home of the Read-A-Thon production. The set, control room, and green room were abuzz all day with thought leaders, visitors, and volunteers. Setup for the Read-A-Thon took place early in the morning. GSUTV got a front row seat and exclusive access to the preparation, the rehearsal, the pep talks, as well as a robust piece of the live action. The continuous live streaming segments went live from a set specially built for the event, highlighting icons of Black history. The returning host, Suzanne Malveaux, brought expertise, grounding, and depth to the production. She anchored the 6-hour-long broadcast, introducing each featured country in its own segment. She held one-on-one interviews with guests who joined and shared their expertise and analysis during live interviews in the studio. The control room housed the production crew. It was the scene of nail-biting moments as directors, sound engineers, and producers came together to keep the streaming going despite occasional technical difficulties, a normal occurrence during live TV production, especially one as challenging as the Read-A-Thon. Transitions from one country to another were seamless at times, and the crew went with the flow, coming up with solutions on the fly. Each country's segment was produced locally. Atlanta gelled everyone together as the soundboard, production team, and live communication with all of the crew culminated in front of our lens. The green room boasted a large view of the live stream. Upcoming speakers were welcomed here. Then they were mic'd as they were waiting for their turn to go on air. On cue, volunteers ushered them into the studio. The theme for this year's Global Read-A-Thon was The Greatest of All Time, or the GOAT. Participating countries debated a short list of works from Black authors and selected the greatest book of all time.
My name is Shawna Wagner. I'm a journalism major here at GSU, and I'll be reading For Colored Girls Who Have Considered Suicide, When the Rainbow is Enough, by Ntozake Shange. This book is my GOAT because this is the first book that I read in high school that I actually saw myself in.
The final GOAT choices represent Black literature from each participating country: the Gambia, Germany, Colombia, and the United States.
She's half notes, scattered, without rhythm, no tune. Sing her sighs, sing the song of her possibilities, sing a righteous gospel. Let her be born, let her be born, and handled warmly.
A panel of 6 scholars, many who are part of CSAD, represented the United States for the GOAT debate. Leading up to the Read-A-Thon, Georgia State University students were also invited to share their own greatest book of all time.
My name is Kennedy Ajayohene, graduate student in communications at GSU. I'll be reading from The Modern African American Political Thought Reader, edited by Angela Jones. And I'll be taking a passage from Anna Julia Cooper. Anna Julia Cooper is one of the few African American women in the first 20th century to attain a PhD. Even though she was educated, she didn't limit her activism in the classroom. She was outspoken, and she advocated for women empowerment through education.
As the organizer of the Read-A-Thon, CSAD focuses on increasing scholarships along with business and cultural engagement about Africa and the African diaspora. Participants from each featured country contributed a segment to the Read-A-Thon and highlighted their local music, customs, traditions, and literary works. Avid Jean-Francois is a multilingual, award-winning journalist and CSAD's executive director. She organized the 6-hour live stream and served as its executive producer during the live stream. The host, Suzanne Malvo, is a former CNN anchor and White House correspondent. Together, the pair lends tremendous credibility to the Read-A-Thon and turn it from ambitious to real.
Yeah, I'm so excited. It's all about the Global Read-A-Thon here at Georgia State University. This is our second year. This year is amazing because we're talking about the greatest of all time literature, the GOAT. So stay tuned. You're going to find out who the winner is at the very end.
What's your GOAT?
I can't tell you. It's a big surprise.
The Read-A-Thon team put together a successful production, highlighted Black history, and connected the world around Black literature. While there is no doubt that the audience was well served through this ambitious effort, the biggest winners might be the GSU students who participated in any capacity in this unique experience. From GSU in downtown Atlanta, this is Mara Bosnack for GSUTV.